Hey guys, my name's Kevin, and had it really strong on my heart today to talk about something. It has to do with secrets, secret societies, and how that affects the lives of those involved. Because I'm going through a divorce right now, and I've mentioned this before. I don't really want to talk about that, but I feel that it's pertinent. I feel that the world needs to know some things. And it has to do with the secrets and how they have ruined my life, my marriage, for one. See, when my wife and I got together, she was involved in this one of these societies, and I was not. This okay, it's a little bit hard for me to talk about right now, but I'm going to talk about this. My son-in-law asked me today why I'm getting a divorce, and I tried to explain that to him, and I couldn't really do it, not without talking about this. And I knew he didn't want to talk about it because he knows about it. My whole family's involved. But I was not. And for me to be able to explain to him why this is happening, to be honest, I have to talk about the secrets, because that's what's ruined my marriage. You see, my wife, I'm sure she knew, that there was a good chance that I would become involved with this. Being that my entire family has been. So I'm sure she figured I would come around to seeing things the way she does eventually. But that's 10 years, guys. There's 9 years of marriage. We were together 1 year. That's 10 years of my life that I lived in the dark with everyone around me knowing what's going on. More about me than what I knew about myself. And I'm not calling out my wife because she, her being in this situation, she didn't know what to do because she's not allowed to talk about those kind of things to someone that is not involved, which was me. And this society, they pretty much they run the whole town, the whole community. And it promotes favoritism, for one, which is good if you're inside of the community. Good for you. But for others, it's not so good. And in ways, I agree with some of their outlooks upon these things. People, a lot of people don't do good things. They're not very good people, and they don't deserve things. But I don't agree with favoritism. Especially when it comes to my marriage, my life. Me being the black sheep, the outsider, the one who didn't know a damn thing about what was going on around me. I feel this is something that's been on my heart for a long time. This is really what I should have talked about from the beginning, but I didn't know how. And it came to me today when my son-in-law asked me why we were getting a divorce. And, it all came down to secrets. She had secrets she had to keep. Was obligated to. And if she wouldn't have done that, I'm sure there will be consequences. Maybe she would be cast out. I don't know what the consequences are. I didn't fucking get involved. Excuse my language. But there's a good reason I never got involved. And it's because I can't keep secrets. I can't sleep at night. And that's very important to me. Especially now. I'm so thankful. I thank God every day that He has kept me out of these things. As bad as it may have been, as much as I may have been looked down upon, laughed at, picked on in the societies, and subtle jokes thrown at me, and which over the years I become more aware of things, and I realized what was going on, and it became really hard for me to interact with others, seeing these subtleties and remarks that people would, sarcasm is one big thing that's used by narcissistic people in these societies. And I'm an empath. I'm very empathetic, and I was taught to treat people how I'd want to be treated. But these other guys out here, they're not doing that. They don't see things the same way. They don't think the same way, and don't appear to have remorse for it. I was talking to my dad, and I was talking about a situation in my life just early on. Looking back, he told me exactly who I was then and there. And it was the first grade. I went to first grade with a boy who was he had a condition. Maybe it was autism. He functioned okay, but he was just a lot slower than a lot of the rest of the kids. And he got picked on. Kids started picking on him. And that made me so mad. From that day on, I didn't tolerate bullies. And I think that was a turning point in my life. I remember Daniel to this day. He died some years later. His condition didn't allow him to live a long, healthy life. And he was picked on. This kind of behavior is used so much in societies that it gets to be second nature. You know, they don't think twice about doing it. They don't seem to have remorse. Laughing at other people who don't have a clue. Picking on other people. It's a bully society. It's a bully thing. And that's what a narcissist is. A narcissist is a bully who will not admit being a bully. And basically, they don't feel good enough about themselves inside to coexist with others. So they have to make others feel bad about themselves so that they don't feel bad deep down inside all the time, because they do. And it I guess that, you know, takes the heat off of them. The attention. But being married to one of these members, I've learned a lot. And I learned it the hard way. And I was made fun of quite a bit. And the more I caught on to these things, the less I was able to handle being around it. And the more I started reacting in response to the bullying. You know, there was a time, it came to a point to where someone would look at me and smile, and I knew what they were thinking. And it would cause me to want to smart them off. So I had to really work on myself, because that's not the person I wanted to be. And it's not who I was, or ever wanted to be. But 100% secret society is what ruined my marriage. It's ruined my life. My ability to be around the people that I used to be around. To coexist. To love like I wanted to love. But here's the thing, you see, you don't just walk into court in this secret society owned town, county, state, whatever it may be. It runs deep. You don't just walk in there and tell the judge these things. It's not acceptable. Even though their behavior is what is not acceptable, should not be acceptable. So, we have irreconcilable differences. Those differences stem from the secrets. The secrets are what destroyed our marriage. They're what destroyed the life that I thought I had. which was an illusion. But wrapped up in it, I didn't know this. It took a lot of years, a lot of bullshit that I survived, mental anguish, to figure these things out. Once you see it, here's the thing, you can't unsee it. So you can't go back to living these kind of ways. And I don't want to. And I don't want you to have to do the same. I don't want you guys to have to live through these kinds of things and waste 10 years of your life with your head in the sand, being made fun of, and not really being able to live any good quality of life. That's why I'm here. God gave me a purpose. And that purpose is to tell my story so that these things do not continue to ruin people's lives. Yeah, that's why I'm here. And I've always known I didn't fit in. I've always known things were a little off. The ways that I think as opposed to the ways other people think. And they're a little bit more than irreconcilable differences. So here's for the judge. I hope this goes viral. The judges of the world need to be called out, right along with the rest of the societies that keep these secrets that ruin lives. There was a time when I was I'm not going to say afraid, but just not sure enough about myself, my standing, to say these things. But I came to a point where that didn't matter anymore. It has to be said. And I'm here to say it. If you don't like it, don't watch my videos. Go the other way, because I'm not going to stop. And I believe I've got a few friends. I've got a few supporters out there. I love you guys. I'm doing this out of love. Love for the world. To want to see a better world. I want you guys to live a happy life and not wake up when you're 48 years old wondering who you are. What you've done with your life. And why it seems that everyone else around you knows more about your own life than what you do. because I'm learning this the hard way, guys, just like I've learned everything else in my life. No spiritual bypassing here. I don't know how they do it, what they do to people to cause them to be able to wake up and to know things and see things that others don't. I've done it on my own with the help of God. And today I'm so thankful that He's in my life. He's the only reason I'm here. I'm sure of that. There is a God consciousness of great individuals out there and in here, inside myself. And together we're changing the world. Can't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. And I believe in truth. Freedom, true freedom. The ability to live a conscious, happy life. Without being bullied. And I will stand up to the biggest bully out there. There's my message. If you want some, come get it. Because I'm not going anywhere. And I'm speaking my truth. And I appreciate everyone else who is out there doing the same, who have encouraged me to stand in my truth. I love you guys wholeheartedly. My true family. So, that's why I'm getting divorced. And, yeah. That's all I have for now. I love you guys. Have a great day.